Hi guys, welcome to the Two Drunk Flings Vodcast. This is Liam, also known as A Up Me Duck on the NAF website. I am joined with Emily.
Hello, I am Emily, also known as Dizzy Bess on NAF, Twitch and YouTube.
Excellent. So just to advertise there, we do stream Blood Bowl. My name is it's The Gaming Numpty, and it's twitch.tv/TheGamingNumpty. Emily is...
Dizzy Bess, twitch.tv/Dizzy Bess.
Excellent. So please check her out. She's actually becoming one of the biggest Blood Bowl streamers out there. So just keep going, Emily, and keep follow her. Go in there. Just do all your follows. Honestly, amazing. So we are going to discuss. This is the third time we've recorded this episode, just to put that out there. So we are going to be a bit quicker. I'm going to sound a lot rushier than we normally were because we just discussed quite a lot. So we're going to... Yeah, so we do apologise in advance. This is for all the guys that are attending Sin City or people that are thinking about attending Sin City, because we do have tickets left. If you want tickets, please message Boards and Swords and get them on there. So yeah, I don't know how quickly they run out, but they are selling out fast, and they always do. We've got some amazing sponsors that are going to be there. We've got Black Hawk Down. We've got Punga, Grebo. Our main sponsor is Grebo. They've given us loads and loads of goodies. We have Willie Miniatures, Star Player Miniatures, TC carry cases. What's the other one? Vidor carry cases. We've got some Hungry Troll stuff. We've got... The list is endless. Games Workshop. Yeah, it's the same. Like I said before, this cupboard there is full of Blood Bowl stuff. The whole cupboard is full. So just so you know, there's going to be lots of prizes. You're going to be able to win. You're going to raffle. You're going to gamble. You're going to be able to get all sorts. And this is how we get it done in 30 minutes, Emily. So we're going to be... So just to give you guys a quick heads up, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be discussing Sin City, the venue. We're going to discuss in the tournament itself. We're going to be Emily's kindly done some rosters for us, and we are going to be discussing basically loads of ins and outs and discussing some star player stuff as well, and a secret star player surprise. So if you do stay and watch the end of this video, you're going to find out that you are able to take somebody only if you've watched this video, because you won't even know that you're allowed. So if anyone says at the tournament you can't take him, yes you can, because we've said so on this video. So we are going to discuss, the first thing is what to expect when you get in a venue. So when you get there, it's free parking, so anyone can park anywhere. There's loads of parking spaces. If you can't find a car park space, you're a moron. If you put
there's loads of places around that you could park. You
loads.
don't just have to park at Bash. There's so many places around you could park at. So don't worry, there will be free parking somewhere for you to go to.
100%. And when you do go into the venue, there's going to be, for breakfast, there's going to be coffee, croissants and muffins. It's something like that. I can't guarantee what it is, but it is going to be something like that. So you can have a coffee, tea. The venue opens at 8 o'clock, so we all like to sit around, have a chat, introduce ourselves, get everybody in. You will be directed straight over to Elvis. Elvis will basically give you'll pass your roster over to Alistair. Alistair's not to be pestered, so just leave him alone. Alistair is part of the Two Drunk Flings now, and he will be doing a lot more with us. But you do go over there, you give Elvis your roster, and then you'll go over to the counter at Bash, and you'll sign your ticket over to Ian, and there you are registered. That's as easy as it is, and expect that. For dinner, it is going to be vegan food, there's going to be vegetarian food, and there's going to be normal food. But please don't get arsy with me when I say vegans first, then vegetarians, then meat eaters, because last time somebody ate all of the vegan food, and no vegans couldn't get anything. I had to go to the shop and get some stuff, so we don't want that. So, and people got arsy with me when I said it, because they said I'm favoritism vegans, but vegans are better than you all anyway, so it doesn't matter. And then, so there is going to be dinner by August the 15th. So just a quick run up and run around what we do. On a Friday night, we all meet up in Derby. We go for a meal. We go for food. I'll book a table. We need to know by August the 15th if you are going to be joining us for any of these. We do go for a meal on Friday night and have some drinks. On Saturday, we play Blood Bowl all day, and then we go for a meal and have some drinks. We drink in the venue first, like we drink at Bash after, just to calm down and just let it all settle. And then we go for food, and then we go drink in town Derby. And then we're going to be so hungover on Sunday, we go to Warhammer World, and we have a ogre breakfast, and we need to book that in now, I do believe, because of COVID. So we need to book in tables quite fast. So August the 15th, if you do not say that you're coming with us by August the 15th, you won't be able to come to the meals. Just so you know, you can't just tag up at the right day and go, oh, actually, I might go for the meal. It's like, well, we might be able to get you a space. We don't know. So please tell me by August 15th. Rosters need to be in by August the 15th. Again, me and Emily discussed there is a really, really bad punishment, which is designed by Alan. So we said that you will stink, and that's all we're going to put out. So the Nurgle rot will be on you. So you do not.
Anything we need to know in advance, tell us by August 15th.
Please.
Please do.
Yeah, you miss out, and that's it. So you miss out on the food, you miss out on all the events that we do together. I mean, last year was about 35 of us that went out. It was busy. It was a busy night, but we all got on and we all had a good chat. There's going to be live recordings from Joe. There's going to be live recordings from Mike. There's going to be live recordings, podcast interviews. There's going to be videos. There's going to be a celebrity there. There's going to be celebrities that are going to be there.
Blood Bowl celebrities, not just
no.
we got some film stars coming now.
Yeah, fucking Mark Wahlberg doesn't even know what Blood Bowl is, but he's turning up.
Yeah,
he would as well because he's a dickhead. So we've got some Blood Bowl celebrities. We're going to have a food eating contest. We're going to have a best dress contest. We're going to have loads and loads of things cracking off. For the best dress, I promise you 100%. You will want to win best dressed. Trust me. And I've lost our link for the rules. Unlucky Liam, and the link's gone. So everything closed off while we was doing it. But unlucky, we don't need the rules. So basically, the rules are as simple as it is. You've got tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and this all goes by Blood Bowl 2020 rules in the rule book. And I'm going to tell you this 3 times. So it is the Blood Bowl 2020 rule book that is in the box, not including cards. Cards are not allowed at this tournament at all. Emily, what rule book are we going on?
I think it's Blood Bowl 2020.
It is the Blood Bowl 2020 rule book in the box. Do not. I've told you 3 times. Emily's told you once. It is those that are the rules.
It's not the cards. It is the one in the box.
Exactly. So please don't rack up with a Death Zone mercenary. You just don't, because you'll get thrown out. Like, just don't. Seriously. So it is all Blood Bowl 2020. You are allowed star players. Star players are definitely 100% allowed. You're allowed to take, as long as it's in the BB 2020 rules, you are allowed to take any star player you want. We have a surprise guest of a star player. Emily has made, so Emily wanted some input because she is part of the Two Drunk Flings. Now she is a new host. We have welcomed you, but we're going to welcome you again. Welcome, Emily, to the podcast. And so Emily's going to be doing a lot of vodcasts with us. She's going to be doing a lot of podcasts with us, and she is going to be doing some extra work for women Blood Bowl coaches as well, which we can get into as well. Actually, you can mention that now if you want to.
So I run a Facebook group and a Discord for Girls in Blood Bowl. That's why it's called, because I am not imaginative. But yeah, so it's also inclusive to non-binary folks as well, because it's, you know, as many like people as we can do to make them feel welcome and expand the hobby, basically. There was an article, I believe, on Blood Bowl Community a couple of months ago that was talking about why there aren't enough women in the hobby, and usually it's because there are not enough spaces for those people to thrive and to get to know people of their own gender or of similar backgrounds. So that's why I've set it up, and if you are interested in joining, send me a message and I will set you up with the other girls and guys and folks.
And folks, and
yes.
So basically, Emily's going to be doing that. It's going to be Two Drunk Flings basically sponsored, but Emily's going to be doing loads of stuff with us, and she's going to be doing that as well. So welcome to the team, and welcome to the whole Sin City thing. So Emily had a bit of input in the rules because everybody in our podcast did have a say in this. So first off, it was Mark Pear, who thank you very much, Mark. Thank you very much, Mark. Thank you so much. So basically, Mark he runs a Sin City in Las Vegas, and Mark kindly let us use his rule pack and his logo and everything like that to bring Sin City all the way from Las Vegas into the UK. So if you ever wanted to go to Las Vegas and play Sin City, this is Sin City, which is in Las Vegas. So thank you very much, Mark. And yeah, this is the only chance that you're all going to get to be a part of Sin City unless you go to Vegas. What was I discussing? So the new star player. Who is this star player? Emily added this, so don't blame me or any of the other guys. Emily input this.
I'm happy to take full responsibility for this. I want Acorn. Acorn is coming to Sin City. You are allowed to take Acorn on your roster. He is strength 1, armor 6+, 7+. I can't quite remember. I think
armor
he's 7.
6.
Is he 6+?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
So he's my point is he's quite weak. So if you get rid of him, he's not too difficult to get rid of, but he can be quite interesting and troublesome if he is on the team. So I think he's quite a fun addition. I don't think he's as game changing as some people think. And I think why not have Acorn?
I don't have Acorn, eh? So
Yeah.
basically, yeah. So Acorn is part of the tournament. We're not going to put it in the rule pack because we want people to watch this video. So if you have watched this video part of Sin City, you now know that Acorn is allowed to go. Don't go telling your friends because then you could cheat and take it and take Acorn on board. So there you go. A nice little cheeky little thing. So if anybody does come to you in a tournament and says, fucking Acorn, then you just say, go and speak to Liam because did you watch the video on YouTube? Because you're allowed. So yeah, Acorn is allowed. So thank you, Emily, for that input. We wanted to discuss as well. The timings for the end of the venue is basically it finishes at 6:30 and we try and get registration done. I know last year a lot of people were like, well, we can't stay for registration because our train's at so and so time. We've put down that it's 6:30. Now we know that it can take longer and we know that it will go on and on and on and on until we get it all done because all the fixtures and all the rules and everything like that. It's a new meta and it's a new thing. So please bear with us when it comes to the scoring at the end. Book your train if you know it's finishing at 6:30. Book your train for at least 7:30 or 8:00. Give yourself an hour. So if you know your train's at 7:45 and 8:45, book it at 9:15. Don't do it so you've got a rush off because you're going to ruin, and we're not going to ruin. You're going to miss out on something awesome right at the end, and loads of prizes are going to be given out right at the end because, like you guys knew last year, we actually couldn't. I didn't want to keep any of the stock, so I just handed out stadiums. I handed out pitches. I handed out Pete Nifton images. So we hand out all the stuff that doesn't go at the end, just so you know, right at the very end. And again, we're going to be drinking in the venue. And just another thing as well, when you are drinking, Sin City is a drinking event. You are allowed to drink alcohol from 8:00 in the morning, and you can drink the entire time. That is alcohol from 8:00 till the end of the, not even a tournament, to the end until it closes. So alcohol is allowed on site. So, but drink responsibly. I'm not drunk now, but drink responsibly because obviously we don't want to lose the venue and we want to run more tournaments. So, but
health and safety, there is also only 2 toilets there. So please be responsible. And if you could bring your own bucket if you plan not to.
Yeah, wear a nappy if you need a. If you don't want to get to the toilet,
there's only 2 for like over 100 people, so it's we've got to be considerate. So.
Exactly. And we had just a quick one as well, actually. I just remembered we had a bit of concern about how big the venue is compared to how many people are going. The venue holds 150 people and we only maxed out at 100. This is because of COVID and a few issues. So we are going to be putting masks out, hand sanitizers. No, not masks, sorry. We're going to put hand sanitizers out and wipes so you can wipe down your pictures. So please bring your own masks, just for respect for other coaches that who don't touch their dice if they don't want to. I know we've not got those strict rules out anymore, but please just try and respect people when it comes to COVID.
Just do a quick. Exactly. Are you okay with? And I'm sure most people will give you a quick. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Or I'd rather you didn't. And
exactly.
It doesn't take 2 seconds to ask and be nice. So.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I can't go around a venue going, "Oh, you're not wearing a mask. Oh, you're not doing that." No, it's all up to yourselves to be responsible and take it as seriously as you want to take it. Yeah. But we do ask you to respect everybody else, and we'll try and be as safe as possible. If you've got any dietary requirements, if you've got any disabilities, if you've got anything like that, please let us know by August the 15th because I need to order things in. I need to get people here. I need to make sure that you looked after. Anybody who's got anything that you need to discuss. I know there's some people that I know that have messaged me saying they suffer with anxiety. So again, if you do struggle with anxiety, please message us. I mean, we're happy to talk about it, and we're quite happy to make you feel comfortable when you get to the venue. There's loads of things that we can actually offer to help people with anxiety. I know Elvis, who's going to be there, he suffers from anxiety, even though he is stood there dressed as Elvis. I suffer with anxiety, and I know a lot of you guys do. So we are here to talk to you. And
no one's going to put you down for feeling anxious. It's been a strange year. Like it's very normal for you to feel a bit anxious. So just let us know. Just give us a heads up, and we'll see what we can do for you.
Yeah, exactly. If you see Emily walking around or you've got any issues, again, just speak to Emily and she will be able to help you. So
Yeah.
please, honestly, I mean, I'm going to be the worst person to be helping because I'm just going to be hugging you. I'm probably drunk. But yeah, Emily will be there as well. And a lot of the other guys will be there. I mean, the whole podcast is going to be there. So yeah, so let's go on to Sin City Building. So your rosters, Emily has 2 rosters for us
I
today. What's
do.
your first roster?
So my first roster was a Dark Elf team because I have found that tier 1 with the star play builds I've been quite well, not unbalanced. Well, tier 3 and tier 2 have had those boosts with star players, and so I wanted to try and be a bit creative with the tier 1 roster because I took this dark elf I took a dark elf team, sorry, to water bowl, and I did not expect the star player meta that is suddenly that is currently like going on. So I did a regular like 4 blitzers, 1 runner with leader, 7 line elves, 1 reroll, which I wasn't massively, I like, it's a bit boring, so I was like, okay, how can I fit maybe a star player into this? Now I did consider Acorn because, you know, I've just said I love Acorn, but I actually went with Glorial as my star player, who is 7 movement, strength 2, 2+2+, 8+. She's got dodge, accurate pass, sidestep, and sure hands. So she negates a lot of the rerolls that I could potentially be using up. So I was like, that's probably the best star player for me to use. Then 2 blitzers, both with dodge, 1 runner with leader, 8 line elves, and 1 reroll. So that's the Dark Elf team that I will probably be taking.
Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely ridiculous. But we've discussed this 3 times now.
3 times a charm, come on.
3 times the charm. But yeah, Glorial on the Dark House is a really, really good shout. But even though like you did a second roster, didn't you? And you still managed to get 1 reroll. So you've not managed to but you took the 2 blitzers out to get Glorial, is that correct?
Yeah, the 2 blitzers got removed, and we managed to add in another line elf because we needed to get up to those 11 players. So yeah.
So that's it. So mixing and matching, it is all about the star players in this recent meta that we are playing in Blood Bowl. I can't discuss this again because me and Emily have just discussed it 3 times, but at least our conversation was really good and you guys have missed out on it. So that's our fault, but we had a good time. It was fine. So yeah, what's your second roster?
The second roster, which is utterly disgusting because the first words out of Day-Day's mouth was I've just come up with a Skaven roster, which is disgusting. Starts with Hackflem, which if you've been to any Blood Bowl tournaments recently and you've seen Hackflem, it's the number of teams that he can play on are disgusting, and it's just, yeah. So Hackflem, 2 blitzers, 1 tackle, 1 mighty blow, 3 gutter runners, 1 with wrestle, another with sidestep, a thrower with leader, and 5 line rats, 1 reroll again. So the rerolls, although you've got that multiple reroll per turn now, we're still struggling. We've still struggled to fit too many onto the roster. So it'd be interesting to see how that works for us. But yeah, that's the 2 rosters I've got.
It's not nice. That's just I'm going to keep moaning about Hackflem because he's literally everywhere. He's just a pain in the arse. He is everywhere. He's a dickhead. If you
can take him down, because he's only strength 3, like if you can take him down, and then if you can hunt him down and take him off the pitch, then that's fine. But the teams that he can go on, like Nurgle, we were discussing Nurgle and Chaos Dwarves.
Yeah,
he can be protected, and that's where he becomes a big issue because he's movement 9 and he's basically an Agi 5 gutter runner. Like he can get anywhere. It's just ridiculous. Like,
well, you imagine like the Chaos Dwarfs. You've got like you said, you played someone at Water Bowl, didn't you? You had the Chaos Dwarfs, then you had the Bull Centaurs, then you've got the Hackflem to fucking deal with. Like that's a lot to deal with. Did he even have like a minor as well?
No, he didn't have a minor.
Thank God for that. That's I was going to say that would have been even. I would have just told him to piss off and say you've won. Just don't quit. I'm not even playing that.
It was. No, I think Hackflem was the most taken star player at Water Bowl, if I remember correctly. I might be misremembering that, but I think.
No, I think you're right.
I think he was the most taken star player, up there with Morg as well.
Yeah. I think you're right. Everyone's taking Morg. I mean, I'm taking Morg and Deep Root too. Thrud with my halfling team. So yeah, hefty leader, Edge 4 catcher, Morg, Deep Root, 2 trees.
Ouch.
Goodbye.
No.
Fucking power gaming at his best. So yeah, they're the rosters. I mean, if we've got some more ideas. I mean, there's a vampire team out there that's got no star players, and they've basically kitted out their thralls. So you've got a vampire team with really, really nice kitted out thralls.
Yeah.
We have got. I'll tell you what. Here's a good one. I think there's a human team that is just linemen, and they have put 2 skills on each of them and built a perfect team out of that as well, which I've got a feeling is going to do really well as well.
I think we're going to see quite a few lineman teams because we were talking about how like this is actually quite a cheap system compared to some of the other ones where you've been given a bit more gold and then skills on top of that, whereas this money is your skills as well as your team. So it was quite tight to build these teams, and I think it allows for that creativity, and I think it's going to be really interesting to see what happens. And I think after comparing Sin City to all the other tournaments is going to be really interesting and informative for tournaments going forward. I think this is a really good opportunity to try out something different. Like I'd never thought of like stripping my Dark Elf team to so few players and adding a star player on. I never thought of that unless I had so little to work with. So
that's good.
Yeah, I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, well, that's it. And I mean, this is what we try to do. We try and let people be creative at Sin City. We want people to bring the ridiculous roster. We want people to be creative and like go, this is what I've got. Check what I've done. And people sit there and go, oh my God, how's he come up with something like that? It gives people like this massive creativity. So please have a think about your roster, which needs to be in on August the 15th.
Keep that date in your head. Whatever you need to do to remember that date.
Exactly. August 15th. It all needs to be in. One more thing. Please do bring your own pictures and your own dice. I'm not supplying pictures or dice. This is due to COVID. I'm not supplying them. So stop asking. I'm not bringing my own, and you're not using mine. That's it. Not to sound like a dick, but just like it's for safety. We can't expect people. If you're willing to let people use your pitch, that's totally fine. Just please bring all your own stuff, your dice, your pitch, everything. You will need 3 copies of your roster, which needs to be put in as well. So one of the day, please bring 3 copies of your printed roster. We also need what else is there? There is something else that we need. Oh, that's it. We're going to have the Allen Cup, and the Allen Cup, you will be asked on the day if you are entering the Allen Cup. You will be surprised on your second round what the Allen Cup will entail, not on the first round. We're not going to be mixing tables, so the tables will be mixed back and forth. So you will not be sat down at a table. You will be, one person will stay where they are for the rest of the day, and the rest of you will be moving around. So you decide between yourselves if you are going to be moving or if you do not. There's not going to be a top table. So please just, this is all safety as well, just to add that in there as well. I think that is everything for Sin City. I think we don't need anything else. So yeah, I can't believe it's going to be here in 3 weeks. I think, is it 3 weeks? Oh my God! Yeah. We're really close. It's been a year and a half of waiting. We've had so many people message us going, when is it coming? We've changed the date 4 times. COVID has kicked our ass, but now we are ready and we are golden, and we've got prizes. Again, the trophies are from Black Hawk Down. The best dressed trophy is outstanding. Please seriously dress up. Like, I'm not kidding. Whoever gets that trophy is going to be the happiest. I think it's better than the first prize. Like, I think it's better because I love it. It is a wooden tankard with the Two Drunk Flings burnt onto it. It's got Black Hawk Down on the other side. It's got like a wooden foam that you stick on. You can drink out of it. It is legendary. And the Allen Cup looks like shit compared to it. The Allen Cup's made by Alan, just so people know. We just give Alan an old trophy and say, "Here, mate, make a trophy out of it."
Something out of this.
Yeah, he stuck Lego
some
pieces
glue
for
and
the
some
last
glitter
one.
At least, so he can make it sparkly.
Pretty much. Yeah. We'll take him to McDonald's and get him a Happy Meal. Yeah, that's it. Honestly, a bit of glitter. Let him sit there with his Happy Meal, and then
Get
just
some
like
Sharpies that start colouring it in.
That's exactly what we do. Honestly, he's but I love him. But honestly, thank you so much, guys, for everyone who's paid. We're going to put all the money to charity. The winner of the event actually picks the charity, so the winner of the tournament gets to pick where all the money goes. All the money will not come to me at all. All the money goes straight out to that charity. We don't make an absolute penny on this. So yeah, we do lose a bit of money, but that doesn't matter because it's all to charities. But please try and bring some money. Just expect a really good weekend. Come and see us on the Friday night. I would love that, and we would love to see you on the Saturday night, especially as well, because we're all going to be just out, and we just like get to know each other, and you get to meet everybody. Everybody on the podcast is going to be out. We're all going to be just having fun, and everybody's welcome. So please just come and join us, have some fun, and we look forward to seeing you. Thank you, Emily, for joining me as well today. There's going to be a lot more with just me and Emily doing a lot more chats and a lot more vodcasts, because the other guys are ugly as fuck, and we don't really want to look at them. So it's just going to be me and Emily doing quite a lot of these different things. We're going to be talking about a lot of tournaments that we'll be going to. We're going to be talking a lot about Euro Bowl Malta with Jean, who's going to join us. He's beautiful, so he's allowed to join us. He's a pretty boy, he is. So he's going to be joining us. But honestly, guys, thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you at Sin City, and we cannot wait to just roll some dice, have some drinks, and just have some fun. But thanks, guys.
Thank you very much. Bye.